All right, it's Wednesday afternoon, and here's the books that I read over the past 2 weeks. And this is the next set of books that I plan on reading. I don't know if you can see that. Let me just bring this over here. So this is my next stack of books to read. Hopefully, my plan is to try and read a book a day. Obviously, this one here is going to be a bitch to read. It's about almost 400 pages. These ones should be pretty straightforward. They're only a few hundred pages. This one might be a bit much. And this one definitely, there's a bunch of charts and that kind of stuff and formulas and all this kind of stuff. So I'm not looking forward to reading that one. This one I'm just going to read The Art of War. I'm not going to read the other books that are in here. And then of course we're going to Seattle. So I want to read a little bit about the Starbucks experience. And I also have another book called Onward, I believe. There it is, right there. So I want to read that one as well. And then of course, good old faithful, The Richest Man in Babylon. I always like to read that one once a year at least. And then right now this is what I'm reading. So I started reading it this morning, and hopefully I can finish it tonight. So that's the plan. My goal is to try and read a book a day. Obviously some of these books might take a little bit longer. But what I'm finding is if they're business books and some of the topics are similar, my comprehension goes up and so does my speed. Because you already know the general direction where the author is going to go because you've heard it 5 or 6 times before. Especially, for example, when I read Sell or Be Sold with Grant Cardone and then Be Obsessed or Be Average, some of the things cross over between the books, some of the techniques and strategies that he suggests. So you're speeding, like when you're reading the paragraphs, they actually go faster. And then when it's something new, some new terms or something, then you find that your comprehension goes down a bit. So that's my plan, is to always have another pile of books ready to go. And I try to schedule my time to read after I get home from work, before I go to bed. And then obviously when I first get up in the morning, which sometimes varies between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'll read for a couple of hours before I take off to work. And I just line them up. As soon as I finish this book, what I do is, what I will do, and this is what I've done in the past, is I start to read the introduction on the next book. That way I can get a bit of a jump. Instead of waiting to the next day, oh, okay, I'm done, I'm going to start tomorrow to read a book. No, I start the next book right away. So again, I'm not there yet. It takes me a couple of days. A book this size, 200 plus pages, takes me about 4 hours to read on average. If they're less than that, it takes less time. This one will probably take me about the same range. It's small print. Probably take me between 4 and 6 hours to read if I go through it pretty quick. So there you go. So that's my plan. And if you're not reading, I encourage you to pick a couple of business books, some small ones, or maybe one that you've read before, and start reading, because it actually helps when you get into the business world as well, especially when you're having conversations with people. Just things come to your memory because you've just read a book. So that's the beauty about it. So anyways, hope that helps. And if you like this channel, feel free to subscribe to it. Comment below if there's a book that you want me to read as well, a business book or something. Let me know. I'll do a review on it as well. Thanks for watching.